Hey guys, ho ho, here we go. Another fighting fantasy adventure. Oh, right. I think I'm all set up. Got the dice, got the book, got the munchies. You stroking the munchies, that is. Right, I think we's ready. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Anybody there? Hello again, welcome back to another fighting fantasy adventure. My name is Adam, and today we're doing Eye of the Dragon. It's a dragon attack. Hammerforge, mate, where are you? Mate, I have been waiting for your email to confirm today, and I never got it. What happened, man? You're here. Well, that's great, mate, but I sent an email like 3 days ago, and I'm still waiting on a response. I don't know. Morning, Cold Ballistic. How's it going? Guys, speaking of Hammerforge, Legion of the Necromancer, right? Make sure it's in the view, right? It reached the end of its Kickstarter, but there's a last final 24 hours if you haven't pledged. And I've got to say, right, I'm guilty of that because I was meant to do it on Friday. And then, of course, I had a lecky bill come in, which basically took off my... I think I've missed it, to be honest. I'm going to have to speak to the guys and pray that they, allow me to buy a copy, because I totally bloody missed that. But if you are one of the lucky backers, there's 318 backers on that project. They had a goal of only £3,000. They've made over 10,000. It's gone way beyond their expectations and goals. Honestly, we need to give those guys a round of applause, because not only has James, the artist, won an award for being an artist, but this book is guaranteed to be going ahead. When does it come out, guys? Because that was the question I'm kind of waiting on, is, when does it release? What's the date? Because I'm hoping that in 2 weeks' time, we're going to play through this book live on this stream. But I have to wait until after it's released. So you'll get one from us from a gift. No way. Oh, mate, I still want to back your project. I still want to pledge. Mate, thank you so much. Well, I really appreciate that. I wanted my name in the Hall of Heroes, though. I wanted to back it, but fucking, I had to pay the electricity bill. Otherwise, there'd be none of this if I couldn't do that, sadly. But yeah, I literally was about to go do it Friday, and I was like, fuck, I gotta pay electric bill. Left me short. So we got to go to print tomorrow. It's being printed tomorrow, guys, and it'll be, paperbacks are ready in 2 weeks' time, and the hardback is ready in 4 weeks, mate. My name's in there. Mate, I haven't pledged. I need to give you some guys some money or something to pledge to be in there. I feel like you can't honorary me in there, guys. It's a special thanks for your support. Well, I am so happy to whore out anybody who writes these books to keep them alive, because I think these books are not only fun to play, but super important to the development of your psychology growing up to be an adult. Because not only do they teach you the responsibility and consequences of your actions and decisions, but also numeracy, and obviously you're reading a book, it's physical, it helps with your literature, but I think it really does kind of help you be a brave hero in life. So I am so happy and glad to help these books stay current, relevant, and try and beat the old, everybody wants to be on a device, don't they? They want to play games on a device. This is old school, books, and it smells like a book. And honestly, I much prefer having it in my hand than up in a cloud. Like, I am old school retro. And that's what I love about these books. And the artwork is bloody cool. So Guys, well done on your success for this first book. And I cannot wait for that second book, which is nothing like this, you know. Again, I won't spoil it. I have seen the map layout. I know what it's about. And it's gonna be ace. I cannot wait for that second book, guys. Seriously. Leo's in the house. Hey, here we go. Leo, how's it going? So, yeah. Well done, guys, on hitting that. But like I said, if you still haven't backed it, you've got 24 hours as a late pledge to still get in there. So go and do it, guys. In fact, I'll leave the link down below. Hang on. It says here finishing in 8 hours. So you guys have got literally moments. Click that link and go and back it if you haven't already. Seriously. It's going to be good. Obviously, I've played through it already with this version, which probably won't be the same as what you guys get, because I did give them quite a bit of feedback, I will say. But if it was taken on board, I don't know. But honestly, written really well. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Ah, she's coming to get you. Like, honestly, it's amazing in here. It's really good. And the story is so interesting, keeps you busy, you know. And it's not like an easy playthrough, I'd say, either. This has got replayability written all over it. Yeah, very good. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, hey, what's her name? Hey, hello, darling. What's going on there? She's waiting for you when you buy the book, guys. Okay. So, yeah. It sounds like in 2 weeks' time, when we do another Fighting Fantasy stream, it will be the Legion of the Necromancer stream. So I cannot wait for you guys to play this, you know. You'll order it when it's released. Yeah, that's a question, Hammerforge, guys. James and James, right? Once this Kickstarter thing is done, how can people purchase your book? Like, is there a place that we can go to buy it? Like, you know, it could be in Waterstones. Is it on Amazon? What's the score? There's going to be a web shop. Brilliant. Feel free to post that link or send it to me and I'll post it on your behalf. But yeah, so it will be available once it's released. Cool. Well, honestly, guys, round of applause to you guys for not only reaching your goal, but smashing it through the roof. Let me get rid of my gum. I don't think I've ever seen one of these Kickstarters for a Fighting Fantasy style book hit a goal so quickly. Like, I've seen loads of people advertising Kickstarter campaigns, but I don't know if it's ever done it within 24 hours. Like, within 24 to 48 hours, you guys reached your goal. Like, that was amazing. I think within 24, I think it was like 5 or 6, actually. I'm not really sure, but something like that. But yeah, so there you go. Everybody knows where to go. Eye of the Dragon, guys. I didn't actually look online to see how much it is, but this book is a Wizard published one, so they're quite cheap, I imagine. Let's have a quick look-see on eBay. You've got the Eye of the Dragon, the thrill of the fights, rising up to of our rivals, and the last known survivor takes the slaying sword in his hand. It's the 35 quid. Are you having a laugh, mate? Someone's got one up for 35 quid. There's the there's the other style packaging you can get, you know, the that kind of style packaging there with the sword. That's only a $5. The one I've got, there's another one for 12 quid, 17 quid. So, I mean, yeah, it's 20 quid, like, though. But yeah, I thought it'd be cheaper than that, to be honest. But yeah, it's still quite, you know, easy to get hold of. It's not like Curse of the Mummy or something. Let me just, I wanted to do this Final Fantasy book. There is a story behind this, evidently. There's like a bit of controversy behind this because it's got Ian Livingstone's name on it as if he wrote it. But if my memory serves, somebody else actually wrote it on his behalf, evidently. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. It was first published June the 3rd, 2010. And it's number 10 in the Wizard series. And in the next series for the Wizard is Howl of the Werewolf, which we will be reading after the Necromancer one. It does say it was written by Ian Livingstone, so maybe I'm misremembering it. But there's no announced plans to republish this book as part of the Scholastic series, which is very strange because only Ian and Steve's Fighting Fantasy books have been published a part of that Scholastic. The other writers have not. So it's a bit weird that this one hasn't had a Scholastic print or has no plans for one. Very strange. There goes my audio. Need to reset it. It was originally called... I was just literally reading that, mate. It says here, despite being the first new game book from Wizard Books... That's mad, because it's this... It was the first... It was written before the pirate one, I believe, or that, no. But it says, yeah. No, this is the second. This came out after that one. That pirate one came out way before this, so it's not the first. Maybe Wizard published it before the Bloodbones one, but the Bloodbones one was written before, I think. But yeah, it does here. In an earlier mini adventure, Ian Livingstone had written for the book Dicing with Dragons. So I don't know. I can't wait to play it. I honestly don't remember anything about this book. I have played it. I've done a spotlight review on it, but I don't remember jack shit about it. So, Martin McKenna did the illustrations on the inside, which look pretty badass, to be fair. Look at that, honestly. Yeah. This is going to be like Skyrim, I reckon. Oh, zombie. So, yeah. How is everybody doing? There's 407 entries in this book. Even Ian Livingstone broke the rules here with the old 400. There's no turn to 400, but you do get a cool picture on the back of all the Fighting Fantasy books under Wizard, which is pretty cool. No Bloodbones, though. So I guess this was printed before Bloodbones. I don't know. But yeah. Eye of the Dragon, powered by Adam. Hey, it's Empire in the house. The Empire has arrived. So yeah, looking forward to playing this one. We've got the fairy Christmas lights up, guys. It's December, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not December. It's November. Shit, what am I doing? Turn that shit off. It ain't Christmas yet, guys. It's not December yet. I thought it was the 1st of December today. It's the 30th of November, okay? We ain't putting lights up. We ain't playing music until the 1st of December, okay? I don't go into playing... I gotta work, and they're playing Christmas music. There's Christmas everywhere, honestly. I don't buy that. I don't go in for that. It starts in December, you know. The films start in December, the music starts in December, and so do the lights. So, can't park there, sir. Adam just grinched the stream. Yeah, that's it, honestly. Next time, we'll have the lights on. Okay? Literally. So, yeah. There we go. We need to roll for a character. So the adventure sheet on this is very bare bones, and some little sausage has written in this to death. Look at that. Who's done that? There's no name. No one's going to put their hand up to it. They haven't But they've written loads. But yeah, it's all you've got is your skill, stamina, luck, and your backpack, and that is it. There's no meals, there's no gold. I ain't got a clue. Guys, I've got the Oreo gingerbread munchies today. Look at that. These taste like Biscoff. They're gorgeous. I'll neck them all afterwards if we don't go through them. But I don't know if we're going to get a chance to eat a meal. It doesn't say. Got your skill, stamina, luck. It's the usual, you know, for that. It goes into the battle system. Your luck. Using luck in battles, which no one has ever done. Here we go. It says your backpack contains enough provisions for 10 meals. So there is meals. Cool. Let me write that down. And we have 10. 10 bickies, guys, you've got. You may rest and eat at any time except when engaged in battle. Use the alternative dice if you're new to this and you haven't got any dice of your own. We are rocking the dice today. Which one are we rocking, guys? Big dice or little dice? What's the score in Ballamore? Are we going big? Or are we going home? Which one? Don't forget, if you are a member on my channel, you can highlight your message. And if a highlighted message comes up, no matter when it was put up, that gets priority when we're making decisions. So members, you get priority if you highlight the message when making a decision. So Empire says large. Let's go big. Let's have it large. So it says $4.99 on the back of this. The old days, the good old days. You don't get books now for $4.99. These Fighting Fantasy books, when they release them, they're like a tenner. You know, I think the Blood Dragon Island was $7.99, but the Salmonus and Land of the Giants, I think they were $9.99 each. You know, gone are the days of a book for a fiver. Those are just pipe dreams now. You know. So, yeah. But how's everybody doing today? You know? How is everybody? Spell Sings in the house. He's had a new video launch on YouTube. Go check it out. Can't remember the name of the book. But it is recently released within like the last 2 days. I think it was book number 34, I think. Could be wrong. Something like that. But yeah, go check it out on his channel. He's getting through them. He's getting up there with the numbers. Have you got any of the 40s and 50s, Spellsinger? Have you been able to source them? I'm very concerned that you haven't yet got the later books that are, you know, where you need to mortgage your house for them, you know? Please tell me you've got them already. And I've noticed there's another YouTuber who started doing these. I can't remember the name of his channel. I'm so rubbish with that sort of thing. But it's he's been going, I've been playing through the books. And he's actually started doing videos. So more and more people, you know, are getting the word out, you know. I think it was something, I can't remember his channel. It was, his channel name had nothing to do with Fighting Fantasy or game books. It was something, you know, random. But yeah, he had about 15 books like that, and he picked them up in one go as well. He goes, these are the ones I'm reading. So I think my chat's just died. I don't know. Nobody said anything since Empire went large. Empire went large and killed the chat. So what is the delay? I didn't check the delay on this. Shit. You're thinking, no, don't hurt yourself, okay? Right, let's roll for our character. We got Thundercrotch Soul Punchers out. Let's see how strong he is with his skill. Here we go. 4. Not too bad. That is 10 on the old Skillster scale. That's actually above average, I'd say. You know, we're handy with a sword. Very hard, but chat is active, right? I don't know how to take that sentence, Empire. You're very hard, but chat is active, right? I'm just going to roll the dice. We got 8. Don't know if you can see that. Barely. Wait a minute. Yeah, it is there. It is 8. 8 plus 21 is... it's not even that, is it? Plus 12, sorry. Is 8 plus 12 is 20, isn't it? Have I done that wrong? 12 plus 8 is 20. Yeah, that's right. So that's actually a pretty good score. Nice and easy. Skill of 10, stamina of 20. Nice and easy. I feel like that's not right, though. 12 plus 8 is 20. But it doesn't sound right. Because 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is 4 away. Oh, yeah, 24. I don't know what's going on, man. Right, here we go. How good is our luck? 4! Again, not too bad. Guys, we've got a good character here. 10 luck, 10 skill, 20 stamina. I have a good feeling about this. Right. There's nothing else to know. There's no special rules or anything with this. But we have 10 meals. So the background to this isn't actually that long. It's like 2 pages, if that. Is it me, or is these books getting smaller? I feel like the books are shrinking compared to these days. You know what I'm saying? These are like little travel editions now, I feel. But when I was young, they were just as big as, like, books now. Like, I think I'm getting bigger. I think I'm turning into a giant. We're better than the average character. We are. And we're going to do this book, guys. We're going to finish it. We need to finish a book before the end of the year. We've only got like 3 more streams, guys. And that includes this one. So the next stream we do is on the... either next week on the 7th or the 20, or the 14th. I still don't know. But the last stream we will do is on the 21st of December. That's the final stream of the year. So we can either do another stream next week on the 7th, but then I kind of want to do the Legion of the Necromancer, which means it's got to be the 14th, and then the following week is the 21st. I think that's probably the best bet. So 14th is the next stream, Legion of the Necromancer, and then the 21st is the final stream. So that will be Howl of the Werewolf, and that will be our final stream of the year. And I'll dress up as Santa. I'll have a Santa hat on, and I'll dust my beard white with flour, and we'll have the sparkly lights on for the next stream, definitely, because we'll be 2 weeks into December. So yeah, and then that'll be it, guys, until January the something or other. I don't know when, but yeah. Who's ready to hear the background? I need some water. So I was thinking, when I do the voices, right, I tend to not try and do accents on Earth, like Scottish or French or Spanish, because they don't exist on Titan. I always try and do like a gruff sounding heavy, or a high pitch sounding lighter, and kind of physicality voices rather than regional voices on Earth, because I don't feel like that would be, accurate. But then I realized, well, there's only so many baritone levels you can do. A high-pitched, a medium, and a low. I've just realized I've got about 3 voices that I have to rotate. Maybe I should start doing accents on Earth instead. What do you reckon, guys? Would you rather hear me try the Australian, you know, or a Japanese adventurer that we meet up, or stick with what I've been doing. Because I feel like there needs to be more variety in the voices. That's all. Werewolf was probably not one of Santa's favorite reindeer. Yeah, he clears the way for the rest of them, the werewolf. Werewolf, the red-nosed reindeer, had a very sharp tooth, and if you ever saw it, he'd eat your head off and kill you. That's it. Right, well, you guys know what to do to trigger the old background. So, I'll, Eye of the Dragon. It's got so many meanings, hasn't it? This says it's a special limited edition. What is special and limited about this book? It wasn't published in limited runs, was it? As far as I'm aware. It was just published normally. It says it was published in Australia 2005. Hang on, it didn't come out till 2010. What's going on? Published in the UK 2005, sold in the UK, Europe, and South Africa and Asia by Faber and Faber. It says 2005 in this book, guys. That website's wrong. Fandom is wrong. It said 2010 on that website. But the book beat them by 5 years. Typesetting by Hans Photoset. Distributed in Canada by Penguin Books. This had a Penguin release in Canada. Oh, that means nothing because it's Puffin. I was thinking that's the original printing line, but no, it was Puffin was the original printing line. Penguin means nothing, obviously. Guys, I'm waiting on you guys. Yeah. Rhymester's in the house. How's it going? Eye of the Dragon sounds like a Bruce Lee movie. Yeah, it sounds very dragony. Mate, don't be talking about Japan and eyes, because that's just going to open the floodgates, if you know what I'm saying. Okay? Got my sword. We're ready to slay some dragons. When you're ready, that is, guys. I go by your timetable. You know. Boom! Rhymester's done it. There we go. Rhymester is in the house. And he knows what's about. He's the most clued up one here. Right, here we go. Like any seasoned adventurer, you are always interested to hear rumors about gold, diamonds, and hidden treasure. Unfortunately, you've been down on your luck recently, and you're struggling to earn the few copper pieces needed for food and lodgings. Guys, we're a tramp. It starts you off homeless, you know, and penniless. You're hoping that your luck will soon change. 2 days ago, you arrived in Fang, a town notorious for its... Oh, I can't read it. What am I doing? I haven't got my glasses on. I was doing okay, but then suddenly it went a bit blurry. Let's get the old man's specs on. There we go. Whoa! Now I can see everybody in their homes. It's that good of, you know... There we go, that's better. I just lost my place. 2 days ago, you arrived in Fang, a town notorious for its deadly labyrinth, death trap dungeon. Old Ian name-checking his previous book. The annual challenge is taking place next month, and the town is buzzing with excitement. You are staying in the damp attic of the Blue Pig Tavern. sharing your room with other travelers and wretches who have fallen on hard times, and so you always sleep with your sword under your pillow. Is that a wise idea? We're going to cut our chin up. One night, a stranger enters the room and slumps down on the bed opposite you. Lit by the pale moonlight coming through the single window, you see that he is a tall, thick-set man dressed in dark robes that hide all but his eyes. The amount of dirt and dust on his clothes shows that he has traveled far. You're intrigued by this stranger and offer him a drink from your flask, which he accepts with a grunt. He introduces himself as Henry Delacour. I think that's the most normal name I've ever read in a fighting fantasy book. Henry Delacour. And he tells you of his recent adventures, how he almost lost his life in search of a legendary item of treasure. Naturally, you are excited to hear about the treasure and offer him another drink in the hopes of gaining more information. That's it. Booze him up. Let's get him pissed. He goes on to tell you of his 5-year search for a meter-high solid gold dragon with jeweled eyes. Bloody hell. He describes in detail how he finally found the underground labyrinth that led to the Golden Dragon. That sounds like a Chinese restaurant. The Golden Dragon. 5 jeweled eyes. That sounds like a dish from the restaurant. He tells you of all the monsters that he's killed in the labyrinth to reach that dragon, and how he even entered the room in which it had been hidden for years. Well, how come you didn't get the treasure then, mate, if you entered the room? I'm beginning to smell bullshit here. He smiles as he recalls the pleasure of first sighting the dragon, but tells of how angry he became when he noticed that the jeweled eyes were missing. He had been told that without those eyes, the dragon could not be touched, as to do so would mean instant death. He was not sure if this was true or not, but he did not dare find out for himself. He left the room without touching the dragon, as we all do, and began to search. If you touch the dragon, you'll go blind. That's what my mum told me. And began to search the labyrinth in the hope of finding the 2 emerald eyes. Well, he ain't got an emerald eye on the cover. I will say that. Is that a sword in your bed, or you just happen to see me? Here we go. He's off. He started. The search almost cost his life when he entered a cave and was attacked by a 2-headed troll. Wow. Some 3 meters tall. Having survived the battle, he decided to give up his quest as gold was of no use to a dead man. You tell him that you're an adventurer, and like himself, that you would dearly like to finish his quest. Let me finish you off, mate. You ask him to tell you where the labyrinth is located. He replies that he will on one condition, that if you find the gold dragon, you will bring it back to him and share the spoils from its sale. I promise I will do that.
I promise you it is worth more than all the gold in Deathtrap Dungeon. So there will be plenty of wealth for both of us,
he says convincingly.
At a guess, I would say it's worth $1 million.
He doesn't say that. He says 335,000 gold pieces. You assure him that if you succeed, you'll definitely return with the money. I swear. In that case, you won't mind drinking this, he says gleefully. Hang on, you've had drink of your own, mate, and you've been sponging off me. While handing you a small glass bottle of purple liquid. Drink this. Purple liquid from a glass bottle. On asking him what it is, he tells you that it is a slow-acting poison. Well, give it to me quickly then. Let me have it straight out of your hand. And unless you return to him for the antidote within 14 days, you will die. So it looks like there's a time limit then on this. You snatch the bottle from him, eager to drink the poison. Stare at him coldly. You drink the liquid in one gulp. Ah! Yeah! That's how hardcore we are. More of that poison. Give me some more. Shit. Wet that. Spilt the poison all over me chin. He then produces a map that shows the way through Darkwood Forest. Another one of Ian's books there. Forest of Doom. To a woodcutter's hut. Inside are the stairs leading down from a trapdoor to an underground labyrinth. At that point, the map ends. Although he warns you that the passageways are inhabited by violent, evil people and fearsome creatures. He then lies down on his bed and goes to sleep. All right, there you go. Bye. Like, random. You try to sleep yourself, but you're restless, and you can only think about the dangerous adventures that await you. In the morning, the mysterious stranger hands you a small leather pouch. Inside, you find a large emerald cut in the shape of an eye. Isn't that what we're going to find? Huh? Hang on a second, mate. We're going to look for an emerald, aren't we? And yet he hands it to us. Have I read this wrong, guys? We have no chance unless you say the words, may our stamina never fail. I found one. I hope you find the other. Oh, of course, there's two eyes. Here, take it. You will fail without it. I will wait for you here. Remember two things. One, you have 14 days to return and no more. Two, find the matching emerald to the one I gave you and place both in the eye sockets before you touch the dragon itself, he says very seriously, and always get a receipt. Before setting off for Darkwood Forest, you fill your backpack with provisions. You put the leather pouch and 10 gold pieces. Hey, we got some money. 10 GGs. Hang on, let me write this down. GPs, 10. 10 doctors. We put our meals in our backpack. Oh, yeah. And you say goodbye to Henry Delacour. Good luck, he says. You'll need it. Then the huge balding man extends his hand and doesn't so much shake yours as crushes it with his big gorilla hands. His icy blue eyes stare out from his chubby face, watching you carefully. Although he is smiling, there is something in his eyes that makes you feel uncomfortable. Is this Nicodemus? Is it going to turn out to be the wizard in the woods? And unwilling to trust him you are. But it's too late to change your mind now. I mean, yeah, we can't change our mind, can we? We can't say, you know, actually, I don't fancy this. I think I'll just leave it. Here's your shit back. Goodbye. That's not an option in life, guys. You set off and look back once again to see him leaning against the doorway of the Blue Pig Tavern. Dun, 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 dun. Is there a gold dragon? Are you being slowly poisoned? What is it about Henry Delacour that makes you feel so ill at ease? No doubt all these questions will be answered in the next coming days. But first, a sponsored break. Here is a nice picture of a woodcutter's hut. How many woodcutters would a woodcut chuck if a woodcut chuck woodcutters? The price of gold at the moment. We already have enough money. Goodbye, mission. I'm going on holiday. Yeah, why don't we just take the loot he gave us and the emerald and just do one? Like, he'll just think we've died and never come back. Like, there is nothing pressing us to do this mission. We could literally take that emerald and sell it for more money. He's given us 10 gold pieces and a map to someone's, you know, toy basement, playroom, and we could just go off and leave this continent, go to another one, and, you know what I'm saying? And live to see another day. Well, there we go, guys. That is the background to this story. I mean, yeah, it's alright, isn't it? It's okay. It's not filling me with excitement, guys. I gotta say that. Right. Let's start the timer, shall we? Boom. It's begun now. The 3-day hike across the Pagan Plains. We're on the Pagan Plains. It's exhausting to get to Darkwood Forest. It passes without incident, though, apart from an attack by 2 wild dogs. Well, that's not without incident, then, is it, Ian? You know. But you quickly dispatch them with your sword. The most memorable sight of the journey is the view to the east of Firetop Mountain. Name check another one. He's going through all his books, isn't he? Name checking everything he's written in this book. With its distinctive red peak rising sharply up in the sky, you pass by the dwarf village of Stonebridge, cross Red River, and finally enter Darkwood Forest. I mean, is it daytime? Is it nighttime? Who knows? You follow the map through the foreboding forest and finally arrive at the woodcutter's hut, nearly 5 days after leaving Henry Delacour at the Blue Pig Tavern in Fang, which means we only have about a week to do this now. Despite feeling tired and hungry, seeing the woodcutter's hut is a real boost to your spirits. The small hut is made of oak and is got a front door that's wide open, guys. Come on in. You poke your head through the doorway and shout, "Cooey! Hello! I've come to borrow some brown sugar," in the hope that the woodcutter will be home and seeing you. But the piles of dirt and debris on the floor tell you that he is gone. He ain't at home. In the far corner of the hut, you see a wood-burning stove, and underneath a dirty rug, you discover the trap door. You lift it up and see wooden steps leading down into the gloom below. Would you like to search the woodcutter's hut first, or do you want to go straight down the steps, guys? There we go. First decision to make. What will we do? Will we descend, or will we have a little mooch first? Search the hut. Greg Hill's in the house. Hey, Greg, how's it going? Long time. And Yellow, he's come in. Oh, actually, he came in before. I just realized. Sorry, Yellow. Welcome in, guys. Let's go mooching first, yeah? Here we go. You open drawers and look in cupboards, but find little more than broken crockery and a general mess, with an item that has a strange peculiar length on it and a cord going to an electric socket. You walk over to a pile of logs by the stove, and behind the logs you find a large axe with a broken handle and a tub of Vaseline next to it. There is a strange inscription etched into the axe head that has no meaning to you, and it won't tell us what that is either. Intrigued, you put the axe head in your backpack, hoping it may be of use to you later. Is that the axe from Forest of Doom that we have to give to the dwarfs? I have a feeling that's it. So are they trying to say that that's one of the items from Forest of Doom that you have to find, that maybe we dropped when we played that book in that hut? Well, if we died or something? I have a feeling it is. You walk over to the trapdoor and walk down the stairs. We're going down, guys. We're going down. The stairs lead down to a gloomy, stone-walled corridor that is lit by a few flickering torches. In the dim light, you can just see that there is thick slime dripping down the walls. There is an unpleasant stench in the air. It smells like farts in here. You hear a scampering noise and look down to see the rats running across the muddy floor in front of you. Guys, I've got a most hilarious story, right, involving rats. Okay. So, I gotta tell you this, right? Somebody's birthday, right? Going out for a meal, right? At this restaurant that they wanted to have a meal at, okay? All dressed up, looking my best, you know, for someone's birthday. And, you know, never been there, never even heard of it. Lovely restaurant by the water's edge. Turn up in the car park, and there's not a single car. And it's around about 6 or 7 o'clock at night. You know, dinner time. So, no one in the car park, but there is a stove in the car park. Just sat there, random. Thinking, oh, maybe they're just opening. So, okay. Get out. Go up to the front door, and there's nobody inside. The place is empty, and it looks derelict. And there's this dude, this Chinese guy, right? Big, massive Chinese, in a chef's outfit, walking towards, and looking at me like, what you doing here? You know. I'm like, are they actually open? I don't know. I don't think this place is open. It turns out they've literally just closed, like shut down for a refurbishment. Now, the state of that stove should have told me why they had the refurbishment. Because it was manky, greasy, dirty. And as I was walking away, there were fucking rats running around in the car park. I saw at least 3 of them. Now, I don't know if that was the staff or if it was a Ratatouille chef situation going on, but I have a feeling they got closed down and they needed to refurbish. And I just could not believe what I was seeing. Bloody rats running around the car park. And I haven't been back since. I don't know if I want to try it, to be honest, because God knows what will happen. But hopefully they've cleaned their rats up. So, anyway, that just reminded me of this. Ahead the corridor, it soon splits to a junction. You can go left or you can turn right. What do you want to do, guys? Have you heard of Rat King? It's what happens to mice and rats when they are in a small space. Hang on a sec. There's a joke in there somewhere. You heard of Rat King? I've heard of the Great King Rat, because that's a Queen song. It happens to mice and rats when they are in small space. Hey, I'm not following that. Look it up. Right, yellow says go left, so let me turn to that page first. So I know. There we go. Right, let's have a look at this Rat King. We'll take a break for these sponsored Rat King ads. Right, Rat King. I've typed that in Google. The Rat King is a rare phenomenon where a group of rats' tails become intertwined, knotted, and stuck together. This can happen when young rats sleep in close quarters and their tails become entangled with each other or with substances like blood, dirt, or sticky sap, forming a tight knot. Unable to separate, the rats eventually die. While documented throughout history, some experts suggest historical examples could be hoaxes. And there is a picture here. If you don't like the visual of a rat, I would look away now. Look at that mess. Look at that. It's a rat mess. It's a right rat mess. Rat King. Look at that. That is disgraceful. Poor rats. Imagine being stuck by the ass to someone you don't like. There we go. That's Rat King. You guys learn so much on this channel. Aren't you guys lucky? Right, after turning sharply right... Whoa, whoa. Hang on a second, mate. No. If you want to turn left, turn to this page. And then it says, after turning sharply right... Ian, what are you doing, mate? Does that mean if I go to the other one, it'll say going left? Because that's a bit of a balls up if it is. You turn left. Man, he switched them up. He's ballsed up. He's put the wrong entry for the wrong answer. What do we do, guys? Do we go by what it says, or no? We should actually go left. So he's done the old swapperoonie. I don't know if he's noticed this. You turn left into another similar dark corridor. This passage turns a sharp left and then continues straight on, soon arriving at a doorway in the right-hand wall. You press your ear to the large oak door and hear the sound of somebody humming. Do you want to open the door, or would you rather walk on? What do you want to do, guys? Open the door. Let's open the door. Oh, hello. The door opens and you're surprised to see what looks to be a small art gallery in a cave. The walls are almost totally covered with paintings of animals and birds. In the middle of the room, an old man is busily painting a picture of a wolf on a large canvas, and he is oblivious to the fact that you've even come in. He just stands there humming happily to himself while he works. Do you want to talk to the artist, or do you think he is a danger and you want to attack him, or would you rather leave him alone and return to the corridor? So we can have a chat. We can kill him, or we can leave. That's a bit extreme. But yeah, there's your options, guys. Hey, look at that. On the barcode here, it's got Eye of the Dragon, Final Fantasy, and then it says, very good. Like, very good. Someone's rated it. Right, Yellow says we're going to talk to him. So, excuse me, Mr. Artiste.
Don't talk to me. No, I can't talk. I'm busy. Please don't talk to me. I'm in the zone.
You cough to get his attention, and he puts his brush down and looks at you. He inquires if he can be of assistance, and you ask him if he knows the whereabouts of an emerald that we're seeking. He tugs at his beard and shakes his head.
We don't speak about the Eye of the Dragon here, he says nervously. Most of those who've come treasure hunting down in the dungeons have never been seen again. Can't help you, I'm afraid. But would you like to buy my new painting of a lovely owl? He asks enthusiastically. I only want 5 gold pieces for it. Do you want to buy the small painting, or do you want to just leave without buying a painting? I mean, we're going to carry around a painting in our backpack. Like, do you want to buy the painting of the owl, guys, for 5 gold pieces? We've only got 10 gold pieces, I will say that. Or should we just do one? What shall we do? No painting. Greg says no painting. We're going to leave without... So sorry, mate. Owls aren't my thing, to be honest.
You know, now if that was a picture of Marilyn Monroe in 4 different colors, yay. You know, I'm not into owls though, mate. I'm sorry. You know, I'm looking for a Warhol original. All right. You soon arrive at another doorway in the right-hand wall, and above it there is a sign which reads Thomas Cornpepper Merchant. They've got such random, like, normal names now in this. This is mad. Someone said you sound like an owl. Hoo, hoo. Do you want to open the door and see Thomas Cornpepper, or do you want to continue walking up the passage, guys? Open the door. Let's go inside. It's, open the door. Oh my God, it's Ian Livingstone, guys. I've literally just turned to the page and Ian Livingstone is greeting me. Look at that! Hey guys, I'm Ian. I'm the writer of the co-founder of Fighting Fantasy. And I just want to say, I think you're doing a grand job reading this book. Now check out other books in the series, The Warlock of Firetop Mountain, The Forest of Doom, and other books that I've written, like Death Trap Dungeon. Also, would you like to buy some wares off me? I've got some good prices here. Right there. You can buy these items off me. Hey, that's Ian Livingstone, that is. That's exactly what he looks like. Hello, I'm Ian Livingstone. Someone's put Ian in as a bloody Thomas Cornpepper. I wonder if Thomas Cornpepper is an anagram. No, because there's no T in. Yeah, it could be an anagram of Ian Livingstone, Thomas Cornpepper. There's no M in Livingstone. The door opens into a small storeroom that is lined with shelves from floor to ceiling. The shelves are crammed with tins, boxes, jars, bottles, pots, and Ian Livingstone. Behind the counter, the back of the room, stands Ian Livingstone wearing a white apron. He bids you a good day in a friendly voice. Hi, I'm Ian Livingstone. And reaches down his pants. Reaches down to produce, a small chalkboard on which is written. So you can buy some stuff if you want, guys. So do you want to buy any of these items, or do you want to just not bother? What do you reckon? Ian, mate, you want to get out more? You do realise you're living in a cave. You know, you've got a merchant store in a cave. That's not the best business location, I'd say. How many people, or how much footfall do you get through this cave? Look at what he has. Right. I'll read them out, and then if you're interested, I'll tell you the price. You can buy chalk, garlic, a silver dagger, carved wooden duck. That's not food, that's just a duck that's wooden. Pickled pigtails, and I'm guessing that might be food. Skunk oil. Smells like skunk oil. Wax candle. Fish hook. Tin whistle. And dried mushrooms. Hey, they sound alright. Let's get some mushrooms on the go. So, does any of that take your fancy, guys? How much is a silver dagger? The silver dagger will set you back 3 gold pieces. Don't forget, we do have a sword. You know? And we've only got 6 places left in our backpack. So, what do you want to buy anything, guys? Is that what you want to... Like, everything is like either 1 or 2 or 3 gold pieces. And a majority of this is 1 gold piece. 5, 6, 7. You could buy half of it with 10 gold pieces. How much is the fish hook? A fish hook will set you back 1 gold piece, sir. Just the one. silver dagger might be useful, and a fishhook too. Is everybody okay with that? We're gonna buy a silver dagger and a fishhook. Is that what we're saying? We need to get on board here, guys. So if you do buy this, it'll be 4 gold pieces for the 2 items. Yeah, agree. Okay, let's go for it. Ian, can we take a silver dagger, please, and a fishhook? Why, yes. So, silver dagger goes in the backpack. As does the fishhook. So we now only have 4 places left in our backpack. Because we've taken up 3. And we're down by 4 gold pieces, leaving us with 6 gold pieces. How much chalk? Chalk is 1 gold piece. So is the garlic. So are the pickled pig's tails. So is the wax candle. So is the tin whistle. And so is the dried mushrooms. They're all 1 gold piece. You've got 6 gold pieces. So you could buy like 6 1 gold piece items if you want. Although you can only put 4 in your backpack. So you gotta manage now. A whistle. How's that whistle, mate? Or you want the tin whistle, sorry. I thought you were asking me to whistle, mate. Whistle for it, man. Whistling Dixie. Whistler from Blade. I can't think of any other whistles. The Whistle Stop Cafe. Yeah. I'm out of whistles. What's your pleasure, Greg? Do you want the whistle? 1 gold piece for a lovely little whistle. You know. Bic Biro. They come with whistles, did you know that? Only dogs can hear that. Let's get the whistle. Okay. In case we get lost. So we're buying a whistle. We now have 5 gold pieces. Does anybody want to buy anything else? Chalk? Yellow mentioned chalk. Shall we chalk it up? Guys, I just want to say, all my items don't come with a money-back guarantee. There is no receipts. There is no returning the purchase. Have a good day. What should we do, guys? We buying anything else? Maybe refresh your stream if you're slipping behind. I feel like there's a bigger delay here. Oh, do you now? Get chalk and garlic. Right. So, chalk and garlic going in. And now you're down to 3 gold pieces. 3 gold pieces. We've only got 1 space left in our backpack. Is there anything else you want to buy, guys? Or are we done here? You know what? Fancy lighting. Let's get some lavender going on the go. Got some lavender here. I'm gonna light some lavender up. I'm using our sword, by the way. So our sword is out of action now. Oh yeah. Actually, what does the other one smell like? Got 2 lavender ladies here. Let's see what this one smells like. This one smells a little bit fresher. Let's try this one, actually. This is still lavender. Lavender, it says. Lavender. We'll get a little bit of that going, I think. This is where I burn the place down now, isn't it? You ready? Fire! Ooh, did you hear that? Come on. Take it. Take it! I'll just put that on the side until it stops. And then we got it. There we go. We got a nice little blue. We'll just leave that there. Hey, Jeff is in the house. How's it going, mate? Welcome in. Right, we're done buying shit. Okay, let's go. How's it going? Are we dead yet? No, mate. You just missed Ian Livingston, mate. Ian Livingston was here. Guys, tell him. Mate, you missed Ian Livingston. Seriously. He was here. Seriously. Chat, can you please tell Jeff what I'm talking about? Don't be bullshitting now, guys. You know Ian Livingston. As you walk along the corridor, you step on a floor stone, which gives a little under your weight. You hear a click as an arrow is released from a hole in the wall. Test your luck. Well, our luck is 10, so that's pretty good. And I roll a fucking double 6. Are you kidding me? I just rolled a double 6. Oh my god. We are unlucky. The arrow thuds into our leg. Lose 2 stamina points. Thank God for that. I thought it was going to kill us. Honestly. I can't believe... We had 10 luck and we were unlucky. You cannot rely on the dice rolls to save you. Okay? It just doesn't happen, guys. Cursing loudly, you pull the arrow from your leg and limp up the corridor. That's the sort of shit that can happen in these books. You could have the best stats and just have the worst dice luck. And dice luck is an important factor of completing a book. Live interpreter, eh? What have I missed? He was here. Yeah, he was, honestly. Ian Livingston, mate. He was selling us some items. He was trying to sell us stuff. It was a bit weird. He said that Jeff guy is an ass. He said, yeah, where's Jeff, he said. He's like, well, if Jeff's not here, I'm leaving as well. The dark and musty corridor eventually splits, offering you the choice to go either left or right. Which way do you want to go, guys? Left or right? Let's hope Ian didn't fudge this one, because he swapped up the decisions last time. Are we going left or are we going right, guys? Jeff says left. Lucky left. Let's go left. Is it left, though? Yes, it is. The corridor turns sharply to the left and continues straight on. Further on, you come to a wooden door in the right-hand wall that has a bright yellow painting of a sun in the middle of it. You listen at the door, but don't hear anything. Do you want to open this door with the sun on the door, or do you want to continue walking up the corridor? Excuse me. Pardon me. I hope you didn't hear that. Nice and relaxing. Open the door. Hello? Anybody home? can we come in? Can I come in, please? Let's open the door. What's new, pussycat? You enter a room that is painted white and it contains white furniture and objects. In the corner of a room, standing on a white marble column, you see a cat made of white porcelain that has jeweled eyes. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pussycat, pussycat, I love you. Yes, I do. Do you want to take a closer look at the pussycat? Or would you rather leave the room straight away? Yellow sun on door. Yellow. That's right, Ramster. It was. That's got to be a trap. The jewel-eyed cat. Should we touch the pussycat, or should we... Well, take a closer look at it, is what it's saying. Should we take a closer look at it, or should we just go and leave to... I'm sorry. Not into that sort of stuff. A trap, but I'm intrigued. Yeah, me too, man. I want to see what this is. I don't think it's a trap. I think it's legit. I think Ian's testing us. He wants to see how big our balls are. He's like, do they have the balls for this? Because if not, they can just leave now. Because I want somebody with the big kahunas to get to the end. But that's just me, you know. Let's look at it. Right, well, yeah, let's take a closer look at the pussycat. You look at the cat. Its eyes start to sparkle brightly. You become mesmerized by the sparkling eyes and are unable to look away. Look at my eyes, look at my eyes, not around my eyes, look at my eyes. Now you're under. A terrible pain grips your head. It becomes so unbearable that you pass out. Lose 2 stamina points. Dudes, the hell? What bad pussycat. And we're dead. Your adventure ends here. You know. When you wake up sometime later, the cat has turned to dust. You know. It's dust. It's dust. Dust. Pussy dust. Cat. It is what it is. Nursing a thumping headache, you leave the room. What the F was that? We look at a cat, we pass out, we wake up, and it's dusted. Like, what? So we leave that room. With no explanation, nothing. Striding up the corridor, you see a dilapidated wooden doorway in the left-hand wall. If you want to step through the doorway, or do you want to keep on walking? That was random, I know, yeah. Just a random pussycat. I reckon somebody in Ian's life, like his kids or his wife, you know, they say to him, hey, Ian, in your next book, just put a random porcelain pussycat that dusts if you look at it. I dare you to. And then he goes, right, I'll write that in. And he just, like, people give him random things. Hey, mate. You know, put this in your next book, and it's just like random shit. And he goes, I'll work it in. You know? I know from my life experiences, pussy has led to pain. I think there's a lot of people who will agree with that, especially women. You know? But at the same time, it's a seesaw, isn't it? It's a balancing act. It's ups and downs, pleasure and pain. You've got to thread the needle and walk the line. Sexually assaulted by a cat. It drugged us. Go through the doorway. Right, we're going through the dilapidated doorway. The room is a disused torture chamber. We've walked into a Saw movie. An Iron Maiden lies open on the floor, and in the far corner you see a wooden rack. And there's a picture Look at the rack on that. That's mental. Check out, eh? Old blood-stained instruments of pain litter the ground. A strong, musty smell fills the still air, making you feel a little queasy. Almost hidden by a pile of chains, you see an iron chest. Do you want to open the chest, or would you rather leave the torture chamber? I mean, yeah, that's pretty cool, honestly. Iron Maiden. Hooks. And there's a head, severed head on it. It's pretty gruesome, like. Excellent! Yeah, that's what I was thinking when it said Iron Maiden. Open. Open says me. Open says yellow. Let's open the chest. Love, open it up. Let's have a look at the chest. The chest lid is very heavy. Well-endowed chest lid. And you struggle to lift it. But you do. And inside, 5 gold pieces. That gives us 8. We got 8 gold pieces now, guys. And a small silver box and a strange bronze-handled dagger with a blade made of opaque crystal. A crystal dagger and a silver box. Guys, you can only take one of those items, or you've got to drop another item because you've only got one space left in your backpack. So do you want to take the crystal dagger or the silver box, or do you want to get rid of an item and take them both? What's the choice, guys? Backpack management time. Maybe drop STH and take both. What? What the fuck? What's in the box? What's STH, mate? Drop STH. I ain't got a clue what STH is, mate. Oh, drop something. Okay, thank you, Greg. Thank you. Okay, got it. Drop something and take both. Is that what you want to do? So what we've got in our backpack right now is an axe head we found, a silver dagger, a fish hook, a whistle, a piece of chalk, and a clove of garlic. So, about to drop some acid. Hey, Flaming Aaron, how's it going, man? So, what do you want to drop to be able to take both? A crystal dagger and a silver box in it. A small silver box and a crystal dagger. What shall we drop? We can drop the garlic, the chalk, the whistle, the fish hook, the silver dagger in order to get a crystal dagger, or an axe head. Drop some acid. That's just my vote. Others may disagree. Well, no, it's whoever puts it in first is really, you know. Somebody said yeah to drop in. I mean, maybe they were talking about dropping some acid, but somebody said, Jeff said yes to maybe drop something and take both. So, can't we put daggers on our belts? Mate, this we ain't got a belt full of daggers. We're not a bloody sheriff. You know what I'm saying? Or whoever drops their members chat. What? What does that mean? Or whoever drops their members chat. I don't know what that means, mate. Right. Rhymester says chalk. So, we're taking the chalk off. And we're putting a silver box in its place. And then we've got a crystal dagger. There you go. Backpack is full. So, we've taken both. After taking what you want, you leave the chamber. And that's it. It doesn't tell you what's inside. We'll never know. Ahead, you can see the corridor leads to a narrow bridge, which spans a deep pit. A rope ladder tied to the bridge descends into the dark depths of the pit below. If you want to cross, you need a piece of chalk. Imagine that if it said, you must use your chalk now to get across. No, it says if you want to walk over the bridge and carry on up the corridor, that's one option you can do. Or if you want to chance climbing down the rope ladder. So we've come across the great chasm, sorry. And we can either climb down this rope ladder or we can try and walk across the bridge. So what should we do? Bridge or ladder is basically the choice. Boom! Flaming Aaron! Oh yeah!
I want it now.
At Flamingeron became a member of the cabin crew. At Flamingeron celebrates 38 months of membership.
Wow, mate, thank you so much for that one. Well done, mate. Thank you so much. That is so much appreciated. And 38 months, mate. Wow. Well done, guys. Well done, Flaming Aaron. Thank you. Does it describe the condition of the rope ladder? It said a rope ladder tied to the bridge descends into the dark depths of the pit below. That's all you get. It doesn't say about if it's a sturdy one or not. So, and it disappears in the darkness, to be honest. So, are we walking over the bridge to carry it on up the corridor? Or are we going to chance climbing down a rope ladder? What shall we do? What do we think, guys? Bridge. Yellow says walk the bridge. Let's go. Guys, I will say this. Has anybody got this book and read it? Like, surely everybody's got this book. This is like not a hard one to get. Who's got... Put your hand up if you've got this book. I mean, don't just put your hand up. Type it in the chat, yeah, or yay or nay. Like, who's got this? So, the corridor. So, you walk across the bridge, that's it. You're carrying on up the corridor. It comes to an end at a junction with turnings to the left and right. You can either walk down the left-hand corridor or walk down the right-hand corridor. So everybody's got this book, but Greg's never played it or read it. But have you got it, Greg? Is that it? You've got it and read it when it came out, Rhymester says. Yellow doesn't have it. Jeff's got it. So a lot of people have got this. Do you guys not remember this? Like, are we on the right track here for success, guys? Because I don't remember anything about this book at all. The last time I think we played it probably was a couple of years ago. I can't remember. Obviously, I've done a first spotlight look at it, but actually I need to film the review for Legion of the Necromancer as well. Remember how to win? I got more chance of remembering how to die. I've slept since then, mate. I got no chance. Okay, so we walking down a left corridor or a right corridor? I barely remember to wipe my own ass. Mate, come on. I tell you this now. Sometimes you go to the toilet and you sat there for that long, you forget you've actually had a number two. You forget you've been straining and you've had one, and you sit there for that long and you just go, oh, I've just had a wee, so I'll just get up and leave. You soon are reminded later with, you know. Anyway, left. We're going left. We go left. Lucky left. Is it lucky? The corridor soon turns sharply right. He's fucked us again, Ian has. He's swapped over. And you arrive at a doorway in the left-hand wall. The corridor soon turns sharply right. That's the second time Ian has put the wrong decision in when it offers it. Unless he's done this on purpose, I don't know. The door is slightly ajar because there's a doorway in the left-hand wall. And through it, you could hear a woman's voice chanting a strange rhyme. If you want to open the door to go in, or would you rather carry on walking up the corridor? What do directions even mean? Just get a sexy nurse to do it, eh? Oh, yeah, wiping your... Okay. So are we going to go in and see this chick who's rhyming herself? Or are we going to carry on walking up the corridor? Say, no, thank you. Sorry. Don't want any of that filthy nonsense. Thank you very much, love. That's not even hitting the... Not very good if it swings off to the side. You miss a whole... No matter. What shall we do, guys? I just realised, actually, is this venting out? Yeah, that's pushing the air out. Corridor, ignore her. Okay. Carry on walking up the corridor. Jesus, is that for us, that one? You arrive at the entrance to a cave in the right-hand wall of the corridor. Peering in, you see a stone table and 4 chairs. A burning candle housed in a large skull is giving off dim and eerie light. Asleep in one of the chairs and snoring loudly, you see the large bulk of an ogre. Or all of us after we finished our dinner. There is us, what we look like when we finished our dinner. Watching telly. Fall asleep to watching telly after a large meal. I like that picture. It must have been at least 2 meters tall. Its lumpy face is green, and its open mouth is drooling spittle down its hairy chin. Yeah, that sounds like me when I fall asleep watching telly. It is wearing animal skins and has a strange necklace made out of rats' skulls. I don't have a rat skull necklace. A large wooden club leans against the chair. Or is it? On the back of which hangs an old leather bag. If you want to creep into the room and snatch his bag, the leather bag that is, or do you want to carry walking up the corridor? What's our skill? 10. We've got a skill of 10. We've got stamina of 16, although we did originally have a stamina of 20. So, and we've got a luck of 8. A luck of 10, which is now 9 because we lost some. We can totally beat him. You want to beat him off? It looks like a skeleton bong. The skull head. Ogre bong, basically. And he's passed out. You know, he's chased the dragon and he's in Neverland now. Let's walk in and snatch his balls. Okay, we're going to go for the ball bag, guys. We're going to go try and snatch his bag. You reckon you could take him? As you tiptoe across the floor, you step on a rat's skull that cracks under the weight of your boot. I mean, do we not look where we're going when we're trying to steal? Test your luck. This one is going to be a make or break. This one is going to be a live or die, I reckon. 5. We're lucky. Now got a luck of 8. We're lucky, guys, with that one. Let's hope Ian hasn't switched the pages again. The ugly ogre grunts and snuffles but doesn't wake up. Sweat runs down your brow as you reach the chair. The acrid smell of the ogre's unwashed body fills your nostrils. Slowly you lift the bag off the back of the chair and tiptoe out of the cave. In the corridor, you open the bag to find a dagger and a gold ring, which fits nicely on the thumb of your left hand. Right. The gold ring we can take because it goes on our thumb. But if you want the dagger, right, which is, what did he say? Just a normal dagger, then you're going to have to drop an item out your backpack. Would the luck be not to step on it in the first place? Yeah. Hey, no luck test. We did test our luck, mate. We rolled a 5. We tested our luck. What are you on about, mate? We don't need a normal dagger. Okay. We'll leave the dagger as is. We'll leave the sleeping ogre his dagger in case he wakes up and realizes he's been robbed. That makes sense. Yeah. So you put the ring on your thumb of your left hand, you breathe a sigh of relief, and then you walk on. Keep on walking. The corridor eventually comes to an end at a solid oak door. You try the handle and are surprised to find that it is unlocked. Slowly, you open the door into a dark room. The only light inside comes from a burning candle on a shelf on the far wall. Something else on the shelf also catches your eye as it sparkles in the candlelight. Would you like to examine the sparkling object, or would you rather close the door and walk back down the corridor whence you came, passing the ogre again? Oh, is that what he meant? Would the luck to be not step out on it first? Sorry, I thought he was saying about the luck test, sorry. But yeah, I'm with you now, sorry. I gotcha. So what should we do, guys? Should we have a look at this sparkly item? It's probably another pussy headache inducer. Should we have a look at this object, or should we walk? If you leave, you have to walk past the ogre again. Just remember that. You want to examine it, okay. So we will examine the sparkling object. Your adventure ends here. The room is empty except for the sparkling object, which you see is a crystal pendant mounted on a silver chain. If you want to put it around your neck, that's one option. Or would you rather leave the room without the pendant and walk back down the corridor? So we can either leave without taking this pendant, or we can put this pendant around our neck. It's a crystal pendant with a sparkly thing. What should we do? Look at the pretty colours. Pretty. It's just a necklace at the end of the day, isn't it? Do you guys want a necklace to be put on? Do you guys want to rock a necklace? Crystal pendant mounted on a silver chain. Necklace. Shall we put some bling on? Should we? I mean, we've already got our gold ring. We might as well bling up, you know. Wear it. Right. This is called a crystal pendant, so let's write this down. Crystal pendant. And we put the necklace on, and then suddenly turn into Mr. T. A fool! We put it around our neck. The pendant feels warm against your skin and also gives off a faint green glow. Do you want to take off the pendant, drop it, and leave the room, or would you rather just leave with the pendant on? Totally safe crystal pendant. What harm would it do? Time to hit the town with all our bling. Yeah. So, do you want to keep it on, or do you want to leave and take it off? What's the score? It's giving off a green faint glow, and it feels a bit warm on your chest. But that's it. Like, Nothing wrong with that, you know. It's fighting fantasy green, is what it is. Does that work if I like the Eye of the Dragon? Keep it on, Yellow says. Let's go to town. We will leave with the pendant on. Your pendant you were wearing is a lucky charm. Add 1 luck point. Woo! Oh yeah, baby. We're back up to 9. It also has another magical property. It will glow brightly if somebody you are talking to is lying. So why did it glow when we put it on? Feeling pleased with your new treasure, you leave the room. We've got a lie detector, guys. How cool is that? That's a pretty nifty little thing to have, that is. Yeah. Lucky Charms. Fancy some Lucky Charms now. They don't sell it in the supermarkets, though. I miss that. I need to find a shop that sells Captain Crunch and Lucky Charms. Oh, I really fancy some cereal now. I'm going to have some cereal when we finish this. As soon as the door shuts behind you, you hear the sound of metal grating against stone. Suddenly, the floor opens up beneath your feet, and the corridor section you were standing on collapses. You slide feet down into a dark stone chute and are unable to stop yourself from falling to the bottom. Test your luck. Fucking Ian gives us a lucky charm and then just nukes us. What kind of shit is this, Ian? 6, we're lucky. Back down to 8. That lucky charm has just done jack shit for us. Like, we're back down to where we started. But we were lucky on that, so we're taking that with us. So, scratched, bruised, battered, feeling sorry for yourself, you land with a thump on the bottom of a dark pit. There is no time to recover, though, as a giant fucking spider scurries out of the darkness, racing towards you on its long, hairy-ass legs, intent on feasting on your body. You're trapped and you must fight it. Fight time! So the spider has a skill of 7. We've got a skill of 10, so it has to reduce 3 from its dice roll. And it has a stamina of 8. Let them fight. So the spider is the small dice, we are the big dice. And it has to reduce 3 off its roll. Here we go. So, oh, and by the way, it's active with the 6s and 1s. So we rolled a 10 and it rolled a 7, which becomes a 4. And we rolled a 10, so it loses 6 stamina points. Boom. It's down to 2. We definitely got this. We definitely got this, guys. Give it some luck. Boom. Oh, 10-10. Unfortunately, it loses 3, so we killed the spider. Definitely killed that spider. Nailed its ass. Terry. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know if that's... Anyway. You crawl into the dark recess which leads to the giant spider's lair. Your face brushes against a thick, sticky web as you claw at blindly with your hands. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you see some items among the debris. There is a glass ball, a broken dagger, an iron key with the number 34 stamped on it, a short stick sharpened at both ends, and a leather pouch. Inside the pouch, you find an exotic yellow flower that is dry and withered, and it gives off a wonderful aroma, and you feel immediately energetic and strong. Do you want to take any of these items? If you do, we're going to have to inventory the shit out of our bag. You can tell Ian wrote this book. He doesn't use fancy words that don't need to be used, like other writers that use strange words just to sound intelligent. That's actually true, 100%. Ian's a straight shooter. So, yeah, out of what I read, do you guys want to take anything? Okay. And if you do, what are you going to give up? What are you going to leave behind? I'll tell you what, I'll type in what there is, because it's a bit of a list, to be honest. Just talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Where's my mouse gone? There it is. So there's a key. Glass ball. Broken dagger. Leather pouch. And a sharp stick. Right, there's the items, okay, that you can take, but you have to give up if you want any one of those items. Like, the key could possibly go in your pocket. I don't know if you have a pocket, actually. It's not like you're wearing jeans with a pocket. Yeah, if you want to take any one of those things, you have to give up an item in your backpack, okay? Nothing there can be put anywhere else, you know? So, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to nip to the loo while you guys talk this out. You have 7 items in your backpack. A crystal dagger, a garlic, a silver box, a whistle, a fish hook, a silver dagger, and an axe head. Now, if you want to take any of that shit, you need to give something up. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm nipping for a piss. When I come back, you guys have the answer. All right? See you in a minute. Okay, I'm back, guys. What's the score in Ballamore, by the way? I couldn't resist. I had to get some cereal, so. Oh. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Love it. Right. What did I miss? Is that sharp stick in a wise shape? So this was the first new book after the original Fighting Fantasy set. Surely the leather pouch can be attached to the backpack. No. Jeff says we take nothing. Greg agrees with Jeff. Then we take nothing then. Do we have pockets for the key? Well, that's it. I don't think we do. We have like a leather jerkin thing. We don't have pockets in on our clothing, so it's not that kind of thing. You mean a pouch being about to actually hold something? Don't break the game's logic. This book came out in 2005. The last book before this book was in 1995. 10 years, man. I forgot how long the hiatus was. We take nothing. Good day, sir. Right, so that's it. We're taking nothing. I like how the Lone Wolf books handle it. Limited backpack space, but you can always have 2 weapons regardless. Just going to quickly nuke this cereal. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Love it. I never had any breakfast this morning. I woke up at 5:30 this morning. I had to do some airport stuff first for FLIGHTSIM. And I forgot to have my breakfast. And literally 5 minutes before we went live, I was still loading the sim to test the airport. Didn't work. So I never had a chance to eat. Bloody starving, man. Adam eats cereal. It might be a new video format. Yeah. Adam rates the cereals. I'll tell you, I've got to find Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch is my favourite cereal. And I can't find it in any shop in Liverpool. There's got to be someone selling it. Otherwise, I might have to go to Amazon. Let's see if Amazon sell Captain Crunch. Because I love Captain Crunch. Like, it would be worth getting it. Captain Crunch. Oh my god, you can buy it. Captain Crunch for a tenner. It's an import job. There's peanut butter Captain Crunch. Woo, no way. Lucky Charms! There's Lucky Charms, guys. Cinnamon Toast Crunch rolls. Holy shit. Captain Crunch berries. 12 boxes for £31. You can get a mega size of Captain Crunch for 20 quid. Guys, I might have to invest in this because honestly, I love Captain Crunch. It's my favourite cereal. And you just can't get it in the shops. I might have to get some. On the next, like, when I next get paid, I might have to get some Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch is fantastic. Yeah, it's my favourite, but I never get to eat it. Rice Bubbles with Milo. Never heard of that one. Crunch Berries is the best version. Support Adam is Captain Crunch addiction. Yeah, guys, join as a member and donate money to the channel for the Captain Crunch-a-thon. By the time we next come back for a Fighting Fantasy, I will have Captain Crunch here, I promise. And I'll eat it live on the stream. Until then, it's Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I might also make a hot chocolate. I've got some hot chocolate and squirty cream. And I feel like I'm gonna need a hot chocolate. Never heard of Captain Crunch in Australia, mate. Get it. You don't know what you're missing, man. Captain Crunch is the best cereal ever. I'm almost done. It's probably under another name in Australia. There's no other name for Captain Crunch. I mean, there's knockoff versions like Golden Nuggets, but it's not the same. I mean, it's probably loaded with sugars at the end of the day, but it's worth it. You're aghast that it's not sold worldwide. I am as well. I am quite shocked that it's not a regular cereal, you know, in this country, because it is really good. There we go. That's the cereal done. That's better. Right. We can continue, guys. You get it in Korea. Really easy. No way. Sugar and cocaine. I mean, that's basically what Captain Crunch is, probably. Okay, so you climb... Take any of the items you want. You manage to climb slowly out of the pit. And carry on up the corridor. But we're not taking anything, so... I will say, it says here, for that flower, if you would have took it, you could have added 1 skill and 1 stamina point. But we didn't. You continue along the dimly lit corridor until you come to another doorway in the left-hand wall. The door is unlocked. You can open the door if you want, or you can carry on without further delay. What shall we do? Plus 4 stamina for eating them. Well, unfortunately, no one said the word meal yet, so that only applies to me. That cereal. Not the character, who is kind of, you know, missing 4 stamina points. Hey, what's this plus bit? Something's... Ooh, I can do a members only stream. Anyway. What shall we do, guys? Shall we open the door or shall we carry on up the corridor? I want to play a fighting fantasy book starting out with a bag of holding infinite items. Well, that's not going to be a realistic book then, is it? Open the door. Let's go for it. Let's open this door. The door opens into a marble-floored room, in the middle of which stands an ornate stone table. 2 shining breastplates lie on top of the table. One is made of bronze, and the other is made of iron. If you want to try on the bronze breastplate, you can do that, or you can try on the iron breastplate, or you can try on neither and leave the room immediately. Which one do you want to... Do you want to try on a breastplate, or shall we leave? And if you do want to try on a breastplate, which one? iron or bronze. I'm going to guess the iron is probably more, you know, defensive than the bronze. Cold Ballistic says leave. Leave the room and continue on up the corridor. I mean, a breastplate sounds like it could be a good accessory for protection. But we're going to leave that. Back in the corridor, you arrive at another doorway in the left-hand wall. You press your ear against the wooden door and hear the sound of a woman's voice crying for help. Do you want to enter the room, or do you want to ignore the cries and carry on walking? So we hear, ah! She's having a right moan. She's begging for mercy. Iron is stronger than bronze. Yes, that's right. Enter. Let's go in, he says. We'll enter the room and, you know, some woman's, you know, chipped a nail. You walk into a large room that, much to your surprise, is crammed full of lavish furniture and furnishings. There are ornately carved tables and chairs, beautiful paintings and vases, and embroidered drapes and curtains. At the back of the room, you are shocked to see a beautiful young woman is locked inside an iron cage. She seems unafraid of you and smiles coyly. Do you want to try and rescue her? Or do you want to leave the room? Maybe she's had a Captain Crunch. That's why she's crying. Yeah, she's in a cage and the Captain Crunch is on the table. And she's like, ah, I want the Captain Crunch. Get her. Get her. Let's rescue her. Excuse me, love. What are you going to do if I rescue you? What can you do? You walk up to the cage and push on the door. You are amazed when it opens, and the young woman immediately walks towards you. As her smile broadens, you notice two long fangs extending from her upper jaw. With a crazed look of hunger on her face and her mouth wide open, the vampire lunges at you. This undead creature is unafraid of your sword. Do you have any garlic on you? Yes, we do. If you have a silver dagger. Yes, we do. What do you want to do, guys? We've got either the garlic or the silver dagger, or we can just fight her without using either. What do you want to do? No woman is that way around me. No woman is that way around me. Fight! Cold Ballistic says fight without using the dagger or the garlic first. Wow. Okay. Fair enough. Oh dear. The vampire sneers at you contemptuously as you swing your sword at her. Normal weapons are almost ineffective against the undead, but there is no alternative now but to fight. Her stamina is exactly the same as ours. She has a skill of 10 and a stamina of 12, so there's no modification to the dice rolls. So, here we go. I mean, I think it would have been wise to use either the garlic or the silver dagger first, but yeah, I'm not judging. So we rolled a 5 and she's rolled a 9. So we lose 4 points of stamina. We're down to 12, which is exactly what she's got. So it's all even Stevens here on out. I don't know, man. Kind of feel like this is the end, guys. She's rolled a 4 and we've rolled a 6. So she loses 2. She's on 10 stamina. This is going to be close. Yeah. Tell me about it. Boom! We rolled a double 6. Nailed that bitch. Sayonara, sucker. She's gone. Dead. Exhausted after the long fight, you sit down on the floor to recover. You watch in horror as the vampire's body crumbles to dust. A bat emerges from the dust and it flies away, carrying with it the vampire's spirits. In 2 days' time, the vampire will return in human form and will come looking for you to exact her revenge. Suddenly you notice something else lying in a pile of dust. A jewel on a gold chain. Another gold chain. The jewel is an emerald, but much to your disappointment, it is square and not at all shaped like a dragon's eye. You place it quickly in the black pouch in your pocket. We do have a pocket. Oh, burn. Hey, you could have told us that before, Ian. We have a black pouch in our pocket. I did not know that, I'm afraid. We got pockets confirmed by the book. You leave the room in a great deal of excitement. Rage and a massive Woody. You walk hastily up the corridor and see an iron gate in the right-hand wall. Through the bars, you can see a room which is painted entirely green. Even the tables and chairs are painted green. The room is filled with hundreds of tall plants, which give off an unpleasant smell. Do you want to open the gate and enter that room, or would you rather keep on walking up the corridor? There's a lot of corridor action in this book. There's a lot of door, corridor. Open the door, continue on up the corridor. There's like a lot of that. Right, we're done with the incense now. We burnt the incense. We're done with that. Don't open. Okay, so we'll continue walking up the corridor then. Feel like we're being led here. Oh, that's an interesting picture, isn't it? Lovely. Ahead in the corridor, you see a large stone archway. Its center stone is carved in the shape of a skull. There is also a second archway, another 20 meters beyond the first, and there are two alcoves in between. Standing motionless in the alcoves are two tall skeletons, armed with swords, helmets, and shields. With your sword drawn, you step slowly under the first archway, and as you do so, the skeletons' heads crane towards you. Do you want to try and run past them, or do you want to stand and fight? It's a trap! I just thought you were happy to see me. Do you want to try and leg it past these skeletons, or shall we fight them? Fight! We'll stand and fight them on the beaches. Guys, I would have thought you guys would replenish your health. You guys, we got 12 stamina. You do realize that. In slow, jerky steps, the skeletons advance towards you. Their mouths hang open as if they're screaming a silent battle cry. Fortunately, the corridor is narrow, and you can fight them one at a time. One has a skill of 6, the other has a skill of 5, and one has a stamina of 5, and one has a stamina of 6. So the one with a skill of 6 is what we're fighting first. So he's going to have to -4 off his dice roll. But I have a feeling this could be like, eat the meal in front of them. Hey, excuse me, skeleton, do you mind if I just have a meal first? Right, so we rolled a 3, shit, and they rolled a 6, but he has to -4 off his dice roll, so he actually rolled a 2. So he loses 1 point of stamina. He's on 4 now. So hey. Right, we're dead. We're dead. Wah wah. Goodbye, yellow brick roads. Fuck it, Al. One hour and 28 minutes. We just literally fell on our own sword. Easy fight, is it, Jeff? Easy fight, is it, mate? I think not. Even the meal wouldn't have helped. Yeah, to be honest, it wasted a meal. Honestly, I'll be eating these by myself. You know. That honestly, that was a really good book. I really enjoyed that. It's a shame our body is lying in the dungeon. We should have literally just took the money and run. You know, the guy would have never known it. You know, old Toby, whatever his name was. Double ones, isn't it? We literally just fell on our own sword. I mean, skeleton of skill of 6. We've got such more of a badass character than that. But it wasn't to be. Oh, dearie me. Guys, I mean, yeah, it wouldn't have helped to have a meal then before that battle, would it? But that's the way the cookie crumbles. You know, you win some, you lose some. That was a good one, though. I did enjoy that, yeah. All on to the next book, yeah. Destroyed by the eye of the dice. Well, guys, our next adventure will be Legion of the Necromancer. In 2 weeks' time, we will be coming back. On the 14th of December, we will be playing Legion of the Necromancer. If they send me a copy before, then we'll use that. But if not, we will play this early test version. Either way, we will be playing it on the next one. Technically, it was an easy fight for the skeletons. So, yeah, that will be on the 14th, and then there will be another bonus Fighting Fantasy the following week on the 21st. So, I am going to create the stream for that whilst we do the countdown, and then I'll pop it in the chat before we go. So, guys, I want to thank everybody who came. I love you all. You know that. I hope you know that. I've really enjoyed this. I always do. And I can't wait to do Legion of the Necromancer. So thank you all for watching. Come back in 2 weeks. You know. Yeah, look, and a Christmas special on the 21st. Exactly, mate. They are still accepting late pledges on that Kickstarter. Yes, they are. If you have not pledged your pledge, then go do it now. It is still active for like the next, what is it? Less than 8 hours, you know. It's got less than 8 hours left, so go back it now. They've had 318 backers. Let's make that an even 320, shall we? Let's just get that up to 320. It's a nice even number. 318. What kind of number is that, guys? They've smashed their goal 3 times over. I will say that. So that means there'll be a second one coming out. And I don't think he's watching now. But this one is not set on a planet. Like, book 2 is not set on a planet. That's all I'm going to say. Good night. Bye. So, right, let's create the next stream, shall we? That's it, Jeff. Advertise yourself out, mate. Whore it up quick. Get it all in, mate. Right, I've got less than 3 minutes to create the stream and share it with you guys. Let me quickly get this done. Oh, man. Schedule. Reuse. Legion of the Necromancer. I can't call it Fighting Fantasy, really, can I? So I'll change that to first playthrough with an exclamation mark. And then we need a graphic. Oh, I've got less than 2 minutes for this. I've got to get this in. All right, where's the Necromancer folder? There it is. Assets, cover, book, done. It's bigger than 2 megabytes. It's too big. It's a JPEG as well. You can't get smaller than that, mate. I'll have to just shrink it down a bit. Oh, we're coming up to the 60-second mark now. Come on. Shrink it, bitch. Save? What are you doing? It's frozen. Oh, fuck. Replace? No. I hope it's given me... Oh, shit. Let me put number 2 on that. Otherwise, it will overwrite the original, and then we'll have the shit one. 2, open. It's taking it. It's taking. We've got less than 60 seconds to get this in. Right. Come on, quick, 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 quick. I'm up against the clock, sorry. Right. So the next stream is on the 14th, 10 a.m. 30 seconds. Done. Right. Let me get the link, and I'll post it in the chat before we go. Oh, man, this is going to be close. This is going to be close, guys. Upcoming, share, link, paste. Done. We did it. Hey. Whew. 15 seconds left. Look at that. Bloody hell. There we go, guys. Click on that, and I'll see you later. Bye.